Experience tranquility.
What's up, guys? We are here for Season 2 Winter 1v1. I am Ski Free Yeti, and joining me is fellow tank player, so the perfect commentator for this cast, Kingdom from Meta Rejects. How's it going, Kingdom?
It is going amazing. I'm so excited to see how these talented
DPS players see how they handle the pressure of this Winter 1v1.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting. I'm really thrilled to see what's going on here, and it's going to be a good tournament. I'm excited to see what people are bringing up. We got a lot of new good players here, but we want to go ahead and dive right in. We're going to be on Castillo, and we got a couple play-in matches to start here. As you saw on the bracket, we're starting with Teddiness from the Wrecking Crew and Crimson Saber from Havoc, and we're going to dive right into the match. It is first to 5, headshots only on Castillo. Let's see how this one goes down.
And you know, something about this is it's someone from Season 1 Havoc versus someone from Season 2. So let's see, what's better, the new or the old, really, is what I'm excited to see.
Exactly, and if I have to pick one, I'm thinking I'm going with Teddy here just because of the expertise he does have. And
let's take a look at Teddy right now. Now trying to see what he has with where this fight's going to go. Use the grapple here.
Feeling each other out. Teddy's getting to the high ground.
Teddy is smart, hides his head looking backwards, and they're so close to each other, they have no idea.
They don't even know. Oh, there goes Crimson. Big hook. Oh! Huge kill.
Beautiful shot by Crimson.
That was well played by Crimson Saber. Good job. All right, so Crimson takes a 1-0 lead going here. Again, first to 5. That was a heck of a play by Crimson on that first kill. And again, I do feel like Teddy is the favorite coming in, but at the same time, maybe Crimson's looking to make a surprise. A lot of people have been talking about Teddy all season.
Yeah, personally, I think Crimson Saber's got the upper hand just because he's the underdog in this scenario, and no one really knows what he got. So Teddiness hasn't really got much to work with. And
you see a hook shot coming in from Crimson again, not happening this time.
Kind of taking pot shots, trying to feel each other out here. Post shot uses the right in each other's face here.
Ooh, close range action, right?
Oh, Teddiness takes a big shot.
Oh, and he goes down again. 2-0 lead for Crimson. Surprising so far. Again, not expected. I don't know much about Crimson's Widow. Is he typically a Widow player for Havoc? I mean, Havoc runs Ghosts, so I guess...
Yeah, I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, I guess nobody's really a Widow player for them. I'm having spectating issues right now. It's not letting me lock on to any of their points of view for some reason, but anyways, we'll
so Crimson Saber taking the outer right side, kind of just rotating around each other. Teddiness using his grapple immediately here, and they have to spot each other. I think Crimson got a sight of him as soon as he jumped at him. Yep. I believe he did.
We're going to see some action here pretty quick, I have a feeling. Teddy, ooh, nice shot. Good shot by Teddy there. They're duking each other out really nicely on those walls. It's pretty intense right now.
I mean, honestly, regardless of score, it's anybody's game right now, and I'm excited to see how Crimson handles the pressure now. Falling through this first round.
Absolutely. Ooh, I'm missing the action right now. They're shooting at each other from the door. Teddiness is getting... Ooh, there's a hook shot from Crimson to get hidden. And right now he's right on top of him. Let's see if they can... Ooh, they head around... Ooh, big hook from...
Teddiness gets the sight. Kind of exchanging shots right now.
Ooh, Teddy! 2-2. All right. That was a good round there. 2-2. Teddy evens the score. We're now looking again first to 5. Got 3 more points for each.
I personally think Teddy finally understands how Crimson plays, and I think he's going to take advantage of that now that he understands what he's dealing with.
That said, Crimson did take the first 2 points, so I definitely don't think it's over. I think Crimson may have surprised Teddy a little bit with the initial effort he hit it have. So, and again, we're getting a nice long range. Teddy again taking the high ground. I gotta like that advantage. Ooh, but a good shot by Crimson, not quite connecting though.
Like I said, they're just kind of rotating around, not really have sights on each other. I think Teddy has the general idea of where Crimson is, but Crimson doing a spot check.
Right now, they're just eyeing each other up from across the map. They're playing very cautious. The players will be revealed to each other after 60 seconds of no action, so do keep that in mind. Crimson does hook shots up to the high ground, but he does not get a good angle onto Teddy. Right now, they're just feeling each other out. No real action.
No shots have been made here. Yeah. As they're starting to get much closer to each other.
Teddiness is taking it close range. Oh,
Oh.
and I missed that shot because of scuffy camera work. There it goes. Good job, Teddy. Nice play.
Yeah, I think Teddy was kind of toying with him there, hopefully trying to get him in that corridor just to get the perfect shot, because in the corridor is so tight, you have to kind of conform to wherever the door has you going, and I think Teddy took advantage of that. But I don't think it's over just yet. He's got something up his sleeve.
And Teddy right now is trying to get an angle again. What I like about Teddy is he's suddenly playing more aggressive. It looks like he's trying to get in those close range battles that are a little bit more high stress for perhaps, for Widows who don't play that role as frequently as he does seem to play for Wrecking Crew.
Teddy sees Crimson. Crimson yet to see Teddy.
He does have eyes on him. Ooh.
Shots missed. Ooh.
Little
Crimson's left
headshot.
at half health. Oh.
Wow, Teddy with a great play. 4 in a row for Teddy. He's on match point here.
And he could lock this one away right this minute, unless
Absolutely.
Crimson comes to life, because he's been kind of silent these past few rounds, and
He
so I
absolutely.
think that this is going for the kill shot here, quite literally. Teddy is kind of crouching around, trying not to make too much noise so the other Widow doesn't hear him. And now I believe they do hear each other.
Right now, he's got the high ground, and ooh, he closes in again. He's trying for that close range shot. Ooh, and get away. Crimson with the getaway. Ooh,
Ooh, Crimson's now.
they are playing.
He's being choked on when if the corner is just so hard to play on. He's coming from either side and really chokehold you.
He does get out of there, though. Ooh. This is intense. They are right on top of each other. The shots whirring by their heads. They're just not connecting right now. I gotta think these longer matches do favor Teddy a little bit more, because he seems to be able to close those gaps a lot faster than Crimson is. He does go to just that. He's going for the aggressive hook again. Ooh,
Here it
and
goes. Ooh.
Crimson does get away, though. Okay.
Oh,
nice.
enemies have been revealed. It has been 60 seconds, so both players can see each other. And now it's going to be all about aggression. There's
Oh,
really
Teddy,
not about
big
sight
shot. Oh, Teddy,
Another-
one more is all he
lines.
needs.
One more. That's all he needs right here. Oh, but Crimson Saber still firing back, playing very aggressive, just shooting.
Oh, Teddy takes it. What a match.
That was a good one right there. Just started off.
Absolutely.
Teddiness goes on to the next round.
Good job, Teddiness, representing Wrecking Crew today. Crimson Saber, also a good showing as well, representing Havoc. But Teddiness is going to move on. He'll be taking on Bubbers in the next round out of the play-in matches here. Specs and Guac will be coming up next as we take a look at that play. Again, Teddiness doing a really good job at closing out those gaps on Crimson. I think that was the edge for him throughout this match.
It's something ironic about two tank players commenting over a Widow 1v1, but I couldn't imagine ever being able to hit a shot like that. And Teddy is that's special player right there, and I think everyone in this tournament is special.
Yeah.
Being able to hit such amazing shots like that.
I would tend to agree with that. I think that's a fair way to a fair piece of analysis there. So I'm getting set up here with match number 2, which is going to be again. We have Specs and Guac both representing Team Sugar Rush. Now, we are getting them going right now. Specs is usually playing a lot of tank. I know he does flex to that DPS role occasionally, but he's usually playing the tank for Sugar Rush. So we'll see how this one goes down. I have a strong feeling Guac is going to take it. But then again,
Yeah.
Specs could be full of surprises here. You never know.
And Guac primarily known for how good his tracers, especially when they're running that quad DPS. And I think that Guac just has that ability to be, the more unpredictable of the two. So I think that's what's going to favor him in this fight.
I have to
Both
agree
shots
here.
taken, both missed.
I'm taking a quick look at Specs here. He is trying to get an angle on Guac, but Guac appears to be getting a lot more shots in at Specs. Maybe the nerves get into Specs a little bit here. Ooh! Specs
Oh
with
my
a
goodness.
great shot on Guac, taking the early lead here. Tank mains for life, man.
Represent.
Here we go. Who says tanks can't aim? That is some garbage.
Everybody, literally everyone,
I know
including me.
that's actually true. I'm sorry. I shouldn't dispute that.
We can barely track, dude. We swing hammers, man.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I know,
let's jump right back into this here. As both players have eyes on each other, taking quite literally opposite sides of the map, as they're both going to be contesting the high ground. Specs is down to like 20 health right now, and this one could be over for him if he doesn't play very, very carefully.
Let's see how aggressive Guac gets with those shots. At this point, he should just be spamming the general area of the head.
Yeah, this is the point where I would be using the SMG if it was available. But,
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, it's not.
Guac takes this one.
I think Guac definitely just destroyed him that round. I think he was playing with his prey on the first one, and I think Guac's going to come right out here and just start rolling.
I have a feeling you're right. I feel like this is going to go towards Guac. And I do have to say, Guac is a she, and I constantly get that wrong, and I'm very sorry.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yes.
I apologize.
Oh,
never mind!
Oh, Specs.
Well, she just got kind of owned
Domed.
right there by Specs.
Absolutely domed by Specs. Impressive shot. I don't know. Like you said, maybe.
Oh, but Specs. Oh, well.
I had that one caught on stream. That's a not top play.
Oh.
I think the shame might have gotten to Specs a little bit there, and he does fall that one.
You can always do the top 5 non-plays of the week, and I think we could add that one right up there.
We don't have enough segments for the podcast anyway, right?
Unfortunately.
All right, so I'm gonna take a look at Guac here, see what she's up to. I feel like Specs is gonna get a little bit more conservative. Oh, never mind. He goes right into the air, and nothing happened. And I don't even think he got a shot off.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think right now they're just feeling each other out. 2-2 right now, so it is anyone's game, and they just need to play this round extremely careful. So whoever wins this round could dictate how the next ones go.
It's going to be interesting. I think Guac has a little bit more momentum now going, and we'll see if she can take it here. Specs is putting on a heck of a showing, not to be overlooked here because Specs again showing up in a big way. I have to give him a lot of credit. I underestimated him coming into this, and right now,
I think.
Go ahead.
I think he's taking advantage of that high ground. No apologies. I think he's just taking advantage of the high ground last round, and I think that's what he needs to continue doing. If he's gonna.
Oh my goodness! Spec is 1 point away from taking down Guac in what would be definitely looked at as a significant upset.
And who is the more sugary of the sugar rush? Let's see if Specs can knock this one away, or can Guac have a comeback here?
Specs has got to be feeling confident right now, and I feel like confidence is such a big part of Widowmaker play in general.
Oh yeah, of course. And like any character, you need to be confident in what you're doing. If you're not, it will show, and the other team can take advantage of that. And this is just like the same thing, you know. This is just like a team fight, as both players are getting shots on each other. So who's gonna get the upper hand right now? Bex is playing the high ground, which I think is what he needs to do. Oh, but taking him to 15 health. And how is this one gonna play out? Specs knows he's in trouble.
Oh,
he didn't matter.
No way! Specs with the upset. Take main, represent. Specs is incredible. My goodness, Specs. Way to play. I'm impressed.
Can we get some Fs in the chat for that one?
That is something, guys. I can't believe what I just witnessed. Guac is a hell of a Widowmaker from playing against, watching those Sugar Rush matches, and Specs just came in and absolutely represented for the tank main. So give massive shout out to Specs for pulling that one off. So
that was pretty nutty.
Great work, Specs. Good job. You will be advancing to the next round where you will be taking on Dally, which is going to be a very different match.
Very much different.
Yeah, that's going to be
Years represent.
exactly. So next is Bubbers and Teddy, and
personally, I think that this is so interesting to see because you see how team fights usually go in the Tranquility League when it's a Widow versus Widow. There's so many factors. The Widow can be dived on. It depends on the healing map. Who's on offense, defense. Here, it's just straight up down to skill, and that's what I love about the contest so far. Is who's the better man, and man or woman, and I think this is just so interesting to see.
Absolutely. We're gonna go here to making sure they're ready. We're going again. All right, we're diving right through this, guys. Let's keep up good momentum. Bubbers and Teddy. We just saw Teddy actually in the first round play-in match against Crimson Saber, and he took that down. Pretty impressive start right now for Teddy coming up with a 5-2 victory. I did not necessarily see such a dominant performance coming out, but he's now up against Bubbers.
These guys are taking shots early.
Bubbers is he's the third DPS when you would look at it for Gravity, when you could look at him compared to Orsted and Velzen, but he definitely can hold his own.
Oh, I mean, of course. To be even considered like for this contest, you have to hold your own, and I think anyone in this contest is oh, and but
Oh,
unfortunately, no
Teddy.
matter how qualified you are, there might be someone more qualified going for this championship. I think Pettiness is gonna roll this one, to be honest.
Yeah, Teddy is going to be tough to beat this tournament. He's arguably one of the best Widows in the entire community. Bubbers is looking to hold his own, but I have to agree. I think Teddy's definitely the favorite in this one. But then again,
I don't know that the favorite one is. Call me biased, but I got this LTG on my phone. 4K,
oh yeah,
4G LTE on my phone.
ooh, Bubbers with a nice hook shot.
Bubbers!
I will say I'm liking watching. If you watch, I had it zoomed in on Teddy there, and what I liked about watching him was he was doing the little head bob. He was turning his head between shots to avoid those headshots. That's really smart 1v1 play. It's a great way to handle this type of scenario.
Yeah, I mean, he understands that he doesn't have the best shot in the world, and I think the only way he's going to win this one is if he outthinks Teddy or out-strategizes him.
Absolutely.
And, I think that's exactly what he's going for.
Right now, they're just kind of feeling each other out. Teddy's claiming the low ground. Ooh, they're both on the low. Ooh,
Oh, but Bubbers is in trouble now.
Ooh. Teddy and Bubbers both took a chunk off each other, but Teddy does get the second ping.
Yeah, and I think Bubbers needs to go back to doing what he was doing before and just playing just so elusive. And because when you're just in a straightaway like that, I think Tennis is going to win that fight 9 times out of 10. So he needs to go back to what makes him successful.
Yeah, I think Bubbers needs to rely on a little bit more of those cheeky plays, the jumping headshots, the sneaking around a corner with a quick peek. If he gets in this situation like this, it's going to be rough for him. Oh,
And it is.
Teddy with a great hook shot again. He's looking very strong right now.
And like just going back to what you were saying, Teddy is just such a good DPS. Like, I think you scared Bubbers there, but he's just such a good DPS that there's only one way you can really beat him in this scenario, and that's to trick him.
Exactly. Yeah, 100%. It's certainly been interesting thus far watching how Bubbers is handling Teddy. And again, I do think Teddy is a more skilled Widowmaker just on a basis of skill. That doesn't mean he's going to win this match. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But Bubbers is trying to play. He's again trying to go for this just straight on strategy. I don't think that's going to work for him here, but we will see. Oop. Oh, Teddy!
Jeez.
Wow, everyone! Just
Wow.
wow. I admittedly am kind of blown away. That is some really strong Widow play right now from Teddy. I don't even have words.
And I think this might be all she wrote. If well, I said it again. Drink.
Oh boy.
If Bubbers doesn't change his playstyle, because Teddy's is just baiting him right now to take these fights just like these. And
It's not.
good night, everybody.
Good night, folks. Teddiness moves on to the final 8.
Oh, what was that? You saw that?
Was there a little tactical crouch?
It was a little tactical crouch. Cav. We're gonna review that. We're gonna send that one to
I
New
don't
York.
know, Teddy. I don't know, buddy. You gotta watch yourself, man. All right. So congratulations. We're gonna get Orsted.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's
Yeah.
either Orsted or me.
Yeah,
So-
we're gonna get Orsted in this next match here. Can he play additional rounds? I don't actually know. We're gonna find that out right now. Because if he can't, then we do have a backup, and that's Kingdom, which is going to be funny.
Oh no! After watching this, I'm horrified.
I know, right? Yeah, you
As a
better
team
watch
player,
yourself,
I think
buddy.
you really gotta say thank you to your DPS, especially on your team, for being able to handle these situations. 'Cause
Yeah,
I
right.
know I couldn't do that. I'm gonna keep holding this shit. You guys kill the widows, please. I'm gonna stay right here with this 600 HP.
So we're gonna bring in Orsted and Peter now for this one.
Oh man, this is gonna be a
We're
good
skipping a match to give.
one. Wait, so you're saying if Orsted backs out, I have to play Peter?
We'll see.
Oh, no.
I haven't decided
Oh.
yet.
You're monster.
Here, one
Can't do-
second here, trying to figure out.
So I'm right now. Tag me in, brother.
All right, we'll get Orsted and Peters. We'll give Orsted a shot here. I think this might end up being more of an exhibition because if Peters loses, I'm probably just going to advance him anyways. But let's get them going here.
Yep. And I think this is one of the fights that I've been looking forward to the most.
Yep.
Peterson versus Orsted, someone new to the league versus an old favorite, and
Absolutely. I'm curious to see how Peter's going to handle this one. To me, this is probably the best two Widowmakers in the entire community. I'll just go ahead and say it right now. The fact that this is the first round, this could have been the championship, and
easily, yeah.
So right now,
And all Orsted break jokes aside, he's actually just insane at aiming with any character, and excited to see.
Ooh, defending champ too. Keep that in mind. He's an incredible Widowmaker player, and I'm not surprised if he ends up winning this thing, or if he ends up winning this match. But again, he can only stay for this one match, so we'll figure out how we're going to handle that in a moment. I'm still kind of sorting out some ideas. Oh, Peter with a nice.
Peter.
I didn't even have time to move the camera. Wow, what a shot!
And that's what I see when I'm watching VODs with the team, and as Peter is on Meta Rejects. He just hits these clean shots that you just out of nowhere, and it's consistent.
After playing against
now that he has his go ahead.
After playing against Peter, I never want to play against him again. So, Orsted now though.
When Peter lands right on that cactus, that's gotta be uncomfortable.
Yeah, nobody likes that.
Can we get some medics out here?
Yeah, please. That's. I don't know if you'll be able to go another round after that one.
Orsted showing that he isn't just a Brigman, showing the whole league that you can keep the meme all you want, but he's here to play. So.
Absolutely. It's kind of. It doesn't surprise me with Orsted at all. Was easily. I mean,
my goodness.
When you look at how Gravity or Silence was last season, it was Orsted, the Orsted show a lot of the time, and I think a lot of people didn't give. Ooh, Peter.
Oh.
That was a good shot by Peter. Nice little head-to-head duel, and Peter took that one. I'm trying to figure out who has the advantage here, and I truly don't know. Like, these guys are so evenly matched.
Yeah, I mean, this is just a treat. I'm so grateful to be able to spectate this. We got the best seats in the house for this, and
Absolutely. I'm with you on that, my man, 100%. That's part of the reason why I was excited to do this again. This is really the best opportunity to watch just absolutely premium DPS.
oh my gosh!
Peter, you are nutty.
Peter, stop it! He has a family. Oh my lord! Wow.
All right.
This is like we're watching like the dunk contest or something right now. After every play, we're just
It's just
shock and awe.
It's kind of blowing me away. Orsted is playing very cautiously. I think he's got a ton of respect for Peter here.
Oh, they definitely see each other now.
They got angles. Orsted goes for the hook. Doesn't take a shot though. It doesn't have an angle at all.
Oh, but Horsted gives it the high ground. Interesting.
Looks like he's trying to get back up there, but right now he's playing so cautious. This is not the typical Orsted you see in these types of scenarios. He's got a lot of respect for Peter, clearly. Peter goes for the hook.
Who takes such an aggressive... Oh my goodness. Aggressive angles.
Peter and Orsted both took shots. Let's see if they can get... One more headshot will do it for either player. They're just dancing right
Peter's
now.
going to have to reload now.
Oh, Peter! Wow. My voice cracked on that one. Oh, man.
Peter, your widow shots are affecting this man's voice.
Seriously,
enough is enough.
I think I just had something descend right there. I don't know what it was. Call it a hunch. Oh, man.
Oh, but Peter doesn't know what Orsted is. I definitely heard him.
There
Orsted now controlling the high ground. And if Peter wins this, it's all... Ooh, I'm going to say it.
You almost said it. Everybody chug.
Oh, but Peter's just kind of...
He's just toying with him. He put the wave in when he was standing right next to him. Oh, this is cheeky.
Oh, my goodness.
Peters has the sheer nuts on this man. My goodness.
Yeah, he's just dancing right now, doing the widow dance. They're both doing the widow dance.
Oh my god, what is happening?
Some say tribes do this as a mating ritual. As Peter gonna lock it up.
Takes out the Season 1 champion. Peter's 6G, 4G, LTE, OMG, BBQ. Peters with a hell of a win. Good job, Peters. That was
that's my DPS.
That's your boy, Kingdom. That's your boy. That was impressive. Ooh, that was a good shot, though. Oh man, no, really just incredible stuff from both players that we saw there. I got to give a ton of credit to what these guys were bringing to the table there. So good work from both of them. Triage and O Stories coming in next. Triage representing Liquid Nova and O Stories representing Alt F4.
Well, and for those of you tank players watching, I had a big brain idea that I'm going to talk to Ski Free about, but I'm thinking of an event for tank players coming up.
Oh.
That's why I'm gonna leave it at that for now, but I'm gonna talk to Ski Free. Some big brain ideas coming from Kingdom here, so we'll see.
I'm excited for anything related to Tank Olympics, for the record, based on the podcast.
Something else I'm excited for is this matchup between O Stories and I'm so Tryhard 7 and Triage
I'm sorry,
3.
I forgot we were running this for a second. I was so busy on Tank Olympics.
Chat.
I'm a tank man. Come on. All right, so
Yeah.
Triage is new to the community this year, and I think he's making an impact right away on that Liquid Nova team, that up-and-coming Liquid Nova team. Stories, though.
Oh, Stories! Oh, sorry,
Oh,
I'm
boy.
so sorry.
No, you shouldn't apologize for that. That was brilliant, actually.
But clean shot to start it off, and hopefully that doesn't dictate this match, because that seemed a little too easy for...
Absolutely. Triage, though, bounces right back. I think when you look at this match here, it's kind of a situation where we have, I would classify this as the new guard and the old guard kind of showing up here. Triage has made an early impact, no doubt, on his Widow, on some of those wins for Liquid Nova. And then you have Stories, who's kind of the old guard, definitely a respected DPS, former Dracaris, now Alta 4. And I know Alta 4 is going through some, oh, wow. Triage is making an impact here, though. Takes an early 2-1 lead on O Stories.
Yeah, I know his team captain for Triage is watching right now. Player, gotta be proud of that shot.
Absolutely. You picked yourself up a hell of a DPS. I don't think there's any doubt about that. Right now.
Let's see. Oh, it's gonna be a close range battle now.
Which is interesting. They haven't really gotten up in each other's faces yet. But Triage again. The old guard is falling today. I'm sure you're seeing this as well. We've had 3 matches where the teams from last season played a player from this season, and they've fallen every time. We're continuing to see this new guard come in and really make an impact.
New generation, and I can't as a season 1 Diva 1 trick. I gotta say I'm not liking it. But
I am feeling horribly outmatched.
oh yeah, this is as a tank man. This is just my goodness.
Nice shot by O Stories there, getting the high ground. He did a really.
As I was saying,
He did
it's shocking.
He did a really good job of taking the high ground away there, and as soon as he did that, as soon as he had that control, there was really Triage would have had to have played very cautiously to not take that pick.
Yeah, and I agree with that completely. I think that as long as whoever controls the high ground, I think is going to have the upper hand in this fight for sure.
Especially in those close range matches.
Oh yeah, especially. O-Story is currently behind. Only definitely come back for this.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. There's no question about that. Stories is a hell of a DPS. I mean, right now they're just exchanging shots. Nobody connecting currently.
It's a lot of dueling going on right now. Shots getting connected.
Triage again takes a 4-2 lead. We could see the victory right here from Triage.
And can we get a beat for sweep in the chat possibly? Maybe this is a possible thing for O-Stories to come back from. But I'm starting to think Triage might just run away with this one.
I think Triage has got all the positive momentum right now. I think O-Stories might be playing a little too cautious here. I think Triage is going to capitalize on that.
Yeah. Oh!
And I will now eat my words.
And I will now take off my headset and walk away.
Yep, I am so sorry for doubting you, O-Stories. So again, here we go. O-Stories got to get 2 more shots. It's seeming a little more possible now.
Yeah, I mean anything's possible in this league, and I think that it's not over for O-Stories.
No, absolutely not. Triage again, trying to get those hook shots, trying to get an angle and not finding anything. O-Stories has the high ground, though, in these close range fights. We talked about before how big that is. The hook shot doesn't get anything.
Well, this is exactly what Triage wants, I think. He wants to have just open space.
I love how carefully... I love how not carefully O-Stories is playing. He's getting right in his face, but he takes a shot for it.
O-Stories is 9 HP. This could be over.
Triage just needs to connect with basically any headshot here, and he's got it. Right now, they're just feeling each other out.
That was so close.
O-Stories has got to be playing on his toes right now. Ooh, close
shot
shots.
doesn't connect. And I believe they have sights of each other now. It's been a minute.
Sure do. They're going to know exactly where each other is. It's going to come down to a one shot here. This is intense.
Oh my goodness!
Oh, Stories! Oh, man.
Anything is possible. If Potatoes can beat Solo Cup Season 1, then anything is possible.
Exactly. Stories is making a comeback here, boys and girls. I am blown away by what we're seeing.
It's a beat reverse sweep possibility here, as Triage might be choking away this league, just like my Atlanta Falcons. Pepe hands.
I am having some scuffed camera issues right now.
No worries, I will let everyone know what's going on. They're
Here you
missing.
Oh, they're missing shots right now. All right. Oh, hook shot from Triage doesn't connect.
Oh my goodness! It is the
Stories!
reverse sweep for O Stories.
Stories pulls off a very strong comeback. Way to go, O Stories, representing the old generation today. Good work, man. In a GOATS meta.
Season 1. Season 1.
Exactly. Good job, O Stories. Heck of a play. Heck of a shot. Way to come back from that, too. You did not lay down. He did not play too cautious. And he just ended up trying to take it. Ooh, that's a good shot. Really, these guys are making me and my Widow look absolutely horrible. Pretty much. That's basically all I'm seeing here. So
I don't want to talk about it. I'm just gonna.
absolutely.
So I'm gonna hold this shield 600 HP. You guys have fun with that. I'm gonna just stay on this part, stay on point, whatever.
So we're gonna go to Sabres Puck and Velzen now. This is a great matchup. Sabres Puck from Meteors, Velzen from Gravity, again, O Stories will move on to the next round. He's actually going to take on Teddiness, and that's going to be a very interesting matchup. But we're going to move right into Velzen and Sabres Puck. We are starting the matchup here. It's been a heck of a show so far, guys. These guys are putting on a clinic, and it's been a lot of fun so far to watch.
Yeah, always thank your DPS players. I mean, you always say thank your supports, but thank your DPS players because they do this thing every Wednesday or every scrim, and it's just nuts.
There's a ton of pressure on these guys to perform, and they do it very well. Right now, we're going to take a look at Sabres Puck point of view. He's trying to get a hook shot. Oh,
but Velzen
says no, sir. And
Velzen says pull, and takes him out of the sky.
And Velzen, he is known very well for his Widow, for his Zarya play on that comp that the GOATS comp that Gravity runs, but he's also a very strong hit scan player. He finished third in last season's Widow 1v1, and he's the highest remaining finisher from that 1v1 too with Orsted out. So this could be his tournament, and he's going to be representing season 1 strong, but he's got a tough matchup against Sabres Puck.
Oh my gosh.
Velzen.
I wouldn't even I would have been like, oh, there he is. I wouldn't have even gotten the shot even close to being off right there.
Velzen
Insane.
is scaring me right now.
Yes. Remember, buddy, don't worry, don't be scared. Just hold that shield, buddy. You're okay. Velzen, stop it!
Velzen, you are mean. This is unacceptable behavior. I am
You need to
reporting
suspend
this
him
for
for this.
toxicity.
Yeah.
This is just mean. Oh, Velzen is absolutely popping off right now. He looks he's looking very strong, and Sabres.
I think Velzen is. Yeah, go for it. My bad.
No, you're good, dude. Sabres is not anybody. He's no pushover. He's just dominating this one. He's absolutely controlling it.
Yeah, I think Sabres Puck is just going. I think Velzen is just in Sabres Puck's head right now. I think at least, and I don't mean just the bullets, but I mean generally in his head.
Exactly.
I think he's thinking about it right now. And good shot. Both people are one shot right now.
Let's see what happens here. They're exchanging. Ooh, and Velzen again with the takedown.
I think that pink skin's just giving him away too much.
Oh. I don't know if it's the pig skin or just his tiny head, but Velzen seems to have no problem clicking on it. So
yeah, I mean this game's a point-and-click adventure game, and I think he's definitely winning right now.
Oh, 100%. Sabres, let's see if he goes a little more conservative here. Right now, he definitely is. He is sitting in the corner and coloring.
So you know what's a crazy strategist out of was just waiting for those 60 seconds, waiting for you to be able to see them, and I think that's if I was in this tournament, that would be the only thing I would go for is just hide until the bad man is gone.
Exactly. And then until the bad man, you can see the bad man coming, I should say. Right now, they're right at each other's faces. It looks like Sabres is just coloring.
I think Sabres is just trying to buy some time right now, get some more camera time, because I think this Velzen's just kind of letting him get his show on. And
Velzen looks nigh unbeatable in this matchup right now. I mean, you never know. Anything could happen here, so it's not necessarily over. It could be all she wrote here, though.
Oh, drink.
Yep,
and that is all she wrote.
Exactly.
5-0 for Velzen. That's clean.
Velzen looks incredible.
Velzen looks thick. Sorry, okay.
So Velzen is moving into next round. He's got what's going to be an incredible matchup against Peter's 6G in round 2. So something to look for there, guys. That's going to be a lot of fun to watch.
And here's a little newsflash. If I made a deal with Peter, I said if you win this tournament, I will pay for you to get your name changed because he hates Peter. Peter's not even his name; it's his friend's name that they did a meme on.
Oh, really?
And, so he's gonna change his name to Horace if he wins this. So Peter LTG, Fort CLGE will be gone if he wins this tournament. It's all depending on that.
Okay, so right now we are going to be getting some swaps going here. So we are going to take a quick little break, and we will be right back in just a moment here, guys. So we're going to get the next rounds or the next group of people in. So just a moment, everyone. We will be back with more of an update. I'm going to show you the updated bracket while we're doing that. So. All right, thanks for your patience, guys. While we're getting the new match set up here, we have starting matchup here is going to be Dally versus Specs. Dally is representing Meteors, and we have Specs from Sugar Rush representing for all the tank mains in the community. We will see how they go here, but we're going to start with Dally and Specs and verify they're ready. And then who's on deck here? We do have Gecko and Budgie on deck.
Yeah, and I mean Specs taking out his teammate for Sugar Rush Glock in the last round. So I think this guy will do anything to win this tournament at this point. Taking out your best friend, like that, taking out your teammate.
Really, just
It's
a cold,
ruthless.
absolutely cold of him to do that. So, but hey,
Yes.
I don't have any resentment. You know, that's not what I'm getting at. So, but no, we'll see. We'll see how this one goes down here.
Oh!
And it just I didn't even have a chance to move the camera.
Oh, and I think a little BM from Dally is he's shaking his head no after that shot.
Wow.
And I think Dally is on another level for this one. I think he's going to be playing a really aggressive style of Widow. Nothing we haven't really seen as much other than from Teddiness so far.
Absolutely. And I think that might overwhelm Specs. Specs does take a shot here. Ooh. Has Dally missed a shot yet? I don't think Dally's missed a shot.
No, he is not. I don't think he's going to miss the shot yet. It's cold-blooded, just like Widowmaker, I guess.
Absolutely. Dally is looking really strong right now, and it certainly looks like he's going to be tough to beat. Right now, he's just chilling in spawn, though.
Yeah, sometimes you got to turn your aimbot off.
Maybe he needed to do that. Maybe he needed a drink or something. Who knows? But I'm gonna go with aimbot for sure. The way things are looking.
Yeah,
here.
for sure.
I don't know what he's.
Dally's kind of shaking his head yes or no. Yes, I have an aimbot.
Oh yes, he has an aimbot. Okay, all right. I'm glad we're.
Confession.
Yeah, that's admitted aimbots. All right, good to know.
And see, they're both kind of taking shots at each other.
Right
Neither
now.
one have their hook back yet. Now Dally does. Let's see how he takes advantage of the distance.
Now there is a reduced hook cooldown, so that's going to
Yeah, I
benefit.
just noticed that.
There is a reduced hook. Ooh, Specs comes up with a big kill there. That's bringing the match a little closer. Very crucial.
Yeah.
That was a very crucial point there. Difference between 3-0 and 2-1 is significant from a momentum side for sure. So
I mean, in Overwatch, like in traditional Overwatch matches, that would be a win versus a possible tying the game up. So
absolutely, I think that was a huge play there from Dally. I thought my game froze because he just suddenly stopped moving again. He's freaking me out right now.
yeah, I don't know what Dally's onto, but Specs gets a huge shot, reducing Dally to a mere 26%. Or
Oh,
excuse me, 26
Dally didn't see Specs. Specs has a brief advantage, but he's not able to connect.
Unable to take advantage of that, but he does still have the height advantage.
Ooh, Dally though
Doesn't matter.
takes the shot, but he doesn't go down. An impressive match so far from Dally, taking a big 3-1 lead.
I think Dally is an underrated player in this league, and I'm going to use your line here, underrated.
Oh, no, I think he's one of the perfect examples of an underrated, perhaps overlooked player. Kind of a crowded Meteors DPS lineup sometimes, and I feel like he gets, I don't want to say lost in the shuffle is not the right word, but he doesn't get talked about enough. And
Yeah, for sure.
he's right up there with people like Velzen and that, in my opinion. When he's on, he is terrifying to play against.
Yeah, I mean, he can just change the face of the fight with one click of the head, so
Absolutely, and
he's nuts.
looking very strong right now. Ooh, but Specs says no. No, sir. I will not go down without a fight. Specs is looking good here. I have to give a lot of credit. He's mostly a tank player, but he is showing up in a big way this match. Right now we're taking a look at Specs, getting an idea of what he's trying to pull off here. Who says tanks can't play Widow?
Oh, I apologize. My mic seemed to have cut out on accident.
Oh, no, you're good, man. Dally, though, speaking of cutting out, he cuts out the rest of Specs' life, and that is 4-2 Dally. That was a terrible line, but I tried anyways, guys. Give me some
Hey, I
respect.
think it was good.
Give
It
me
was
some respect. So Specs and Dally here going at it. And
And let's see how this one's going to pan out for Dally.
Dally right now looking at match point. Oh, there it
Hey,
is.
there it is, 5-2.
Dally takes that one pretty convincingly. Specs, though, congratulations on a decent performance getting to this point. I have to give you a lot of credit for getting here. Just even getting out of that first round. A good work on your end, and as well as the play of the match here, or the shot of the match, I guess you should say.
Yeah, I mean that's nuts. But I just think Dali's just it's crazy how he was overlooked season 1 and the beginning of season 2. But I think everyone started writing his name down on
On those.
players to watch out for.
Oh, absolutely. And I think he was one of those guys who, he didn't make the DPS top 10, and I was really surprised by that, and that was an absolute shocker for me because I think he's right in that. He should be right in that conversation. There's no question about it.
Definitely.
So right now we're coming up with Gecko from Meta Rejects, your team, and
Ooh.
what?
I said, woo!
And we have Budgie from Havoc here. And it's going to be an interesting match. Budgie again representing that the old guard from Havoc, and Gecko representing the new blood from Meta Rejects. And,
I'm torn. Do I support my teammate or do I support season 1? It's rough.
I know I'm a little torn here. I do think that Gecko does have a small advantage here, but I think this one's going to be close. I think this one has all the potential to go to a 5-4. 5-4.
And I love Gecko, but I've never seen his Widow. I always put him on hit scan. His hit scan's astounding. His soldier's great. His Pharah is really good as well. I've never had a chance because we have Peter on our team, so he's always on the Widow.
Yeah, there's never really a need for you to have him go Widow when you get Peter's 6G4G, LTE, Omen G, Barbecue on your team. So,
But prove me wrong here, Gecko, as he falls immediately.
he's doing a good job for you, Captain. So a good first point there from Budgie, taking the early 1-0 lead.
So let's see if Budgie is going to be able to keep him under control, as being in an 0-1 disadvantage can be kind of a fuel to get you back into it. Unfortunately, won't be happening.
Budgie is showing up nice. That was a great kill. Very nice headshot as Gecko was trying to get back behind cover. So good job from Budgie so far, taking a 2-0.
And Budgie now kind of just feeling out the fact that he does have a 2-0 advantage, and he is taking that confidence. As Budgie takes a big shot to the head, but not enough to take him down, as Budgie's going to wrap that one up. Right now, 3-0.
Budgie takes the early 3-0 lead, and it's looking really rough for Gecko right now. Maybe, just maybe, it's a good thing you have Peter on that head scan. I don't know, or on that Widow. I'm not sure. not to disparage Gecko, but I think right now Budgie is taking absolute control as it goes up 4-0. I can't even move the camera quick enough for these kills. Budgie right now looking dominant.
He's doing better than I would have done.
That's fair. That's fair. As a captain, how will you punish him if he gets swept here?
I'm gonna have to put him on support for a game just to make him feel worthless.
Wow! Wow! Respect your support.
Oh, and Gecko heard me.
Spam this creep
I love
for reverse
supports.
sweep, everyone. It's not dead yet. We are not dead.
Yeah, well, you're not. I think Gecko heard that one. As I love my supports, but he hates playing support. We put him on Brig once, and he almost turned his computer off. So
Don't necessarily blame him. Oh, Gecko again. Before I can't even take a drink with these people. I swear to God.
Spam this creep for a reverse sweep.
We are not done, chat. We are looking strong. From Gecko is on that comeback train. Or maybe
Come on, Gecko. Let's see what you got, bud.
let's take a look.
Not to play favorites.
I mean, he's on your team. I'll give you some I'll give you something there. But I right now he doesn't. Budgie doesn't see him. I don't believe, and I know Gecko knows where he is. So let's see if Gecko tries to get aggressive. He does not. And Budgie
He still
again.
doesn't see him.
Budgie doesn't see him still, and Gecko
Is Budgie just playing around right now? Or excuse me, is Budgie?
I'm not sure, but now they see each other. And Gecko missed a premium opportunity.
Oh,
It's not
Spam this
over,
creep
folks.
for a
It's
reverse
not
sweep.
over. It is not over, folks. We are not done yet. My goodness. Gecko is showing up here in the clutch. We are not
Oh, but this
done.
one could be over. All Budgie needs to do is hit just one shot, and this comeback is over.
Oh, I like Gecko's position here. He's got the high ground advantage.
Oh, this is the advantage where he needs to take very cautious looks because this is where he died.
Oh!
Last time he's going to a
It's
spot
not over.
before he
It's
falls.
not over.
It's not over.
Okay, all right. I promised I wouldn't play favorites in this matchup, but I'm rooting for Gecko. I want that reverse sweep right now. Can Budgie put an end to this? Gecko has all the momentum.
Let's see if Budgie can get an upset, or excuse me, if Gak can get upset, but Budgie might just take him out right here, ending the whole show for everyone.
They're facing off at range. You can feel the nerves through the screen here, folks.
Oh man.
Oh.
Both players are missing, and Gecko's deciding to just kind of get out of there, trying to. Oh, and that's all she wrote. Take a drink.
Oh man, that was a great match. Really, honestly, that
yeah.
was so good. Congratulations there, Budgie. You showed up when you needed to at the end. Almost blew it, but you came back in a big way. So,
and hats off to Budgie for keeping his composure. And after giving up, he had a 3-0 lead, and meme almost created if Gecko would have gone there,
man.
but he saves himself the shame.
That was impressive. That was a lot of fun to watch. Good kudos to Gecko on the huge comeback. I have to credit is given where credit is due there, folks, and good job for Gecko. Courage and Freedom next.
Oh wow, this is gonna be a fun one.
And Black and Lays are on deck. We will get Courage and Freedom in here now.
And with this matchup, I've been playing a lot of comp with Freedom. Freedom has the ability to take over an entire map, especially when in a 6v6 environment. So let's see how he does in a 1v1. And Courage, I haven't gotten to play with him very much. We actually found each other in a solo queue once, and he played Zarya. So Zarya, I can tell you, is very solid. But let's see how his photo performs.
Absolutely, and I've been blown away so far by what we're seeing overall here. And I mean, the thing with Courage is he was probably the star DPS on Havoc last season, even though Havoc was goats. But whatever.
Yeah.
Obviously, Freedom. When I think of Freedom, I think of that preseason tournament. That was his show, his coming out party.
Yeah, the Freedom show. Yeah.
Exactly. That's where the Freedom show started. And really, let's see if Freedom can continue the Freedom show here. Oh, both really low right now.
Oh, let's see what's going to happen. They're getting very close to each other. I think Freedom's trying to play. Oh, they're doing the Widow Dance, trying to get a mating going on here. Ooh. Oh, but Courage looks like he's going to be trying to cancel the Courage show, or excuse me, the Freedom show early. Courage gets a big shot.
1-0 lead for Courage. Looking a good start for Courage. Again, this is a tough matchup, but Freedom has a lot of hype coming into this. I do feel that Freedom is one of the favorites in the whole tournament. We'll see if he can come back from this one against Courage.
Oh, what a shot! It went. So it left his sniper, went through the lamppost, basically in between the two lampposts, and hit him right in the dome.
That would have been a great one to see if I had the camera on him at that time. So taking a look at Freedom's perspective here. Courage gets a big kill on Freedom there.
And that's just huge. I mean, the momentum Freedom got off of that shot beforehand, it could have ruled the entire round, but Courage managed to lock it down and refocus on winning here.
I'm distracted by what's going on in chat right now. There's a lot of things being said that I don't understand, but Freedom again goes down. Courage with the 3-1 lead. This would definitely be seen as a perceived upset. There's no question about that.
The chat's talking about how the ults sound, and I've always thought that when Brig ulted, it sounded like
I love Team Men.
Yeah, I love Team Men. So
you love Team Men? Courage is on the verge of this upset here, though, folks. 4-1 Courage. Freedom is looking incredible right now, or Freedom is looking rough right now. Courage is coming up massive.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's trying to hit that shot that Freedom did on him. Oh, Courage with a little bit of a showing off there. It's a nice shot there.
Courage comes up huge with the 5-1 victory, representing the old guard, and Freedom goes down early in the tournament, definitely into upset. I think that's a pretty significant upset.
Yeah, sure. Let's see another look at this amazing shot he had. This is back when it was just 2-1, of course, but the angle, just the ability to find the head. I don't know how you guys do it. I'll just swing my hammer and hit their vicinity. I don't know.
The flick was incredible. The flick blew my mind there, guys. I can't believe that kind of stuff. So, congratulations, Courage. Again, what I think a lot of people would look at as a bit of an upset, taking out Freedom there. So, good job, Courage, on win that one. And that's honestly also taking out my my winner's pick too. So rip my bracket, I guess, right?
Your bracket. You know who I think is still going to win there. So.
I know you got your boy Peter. I know. All right.
If he wants to change his name, he knows what he has to do.
Mm-hmm.
If he wants to be called, stop being called, was it Peter 4T LGE, Elemento P QRS Barbecue, Booyaka 619. Okay.
Well, I'm curious to see. I mean, is a name change in the future? I guess we're gonna find out soon enough here. But right now,
before we get there, yeah,
we had two players who are more known, definitely for their tracers. From what I've seen in the community thus far, Lays is obviously an incredible tracer for Sugar Rush. Black Ninja was a free agent at the start of the season. He signed on to Illusion and has definitely made an impact on that team.
Yeah, I mean, we originally tried out Black Ninja, and he was a great player. There was no doubt, but we were looking for someone with a little bit more vocality. So, luckily, he doesn't really need to do very much shot calling in this What a 1v1, which is good for him. But his shot is always nuts.
Yes, he does a really easy. He's got a very accurate shot, but Lays takes round one here.
Yeah, I mean, Lays, like we said, season 2, come up as a youngin from the Sugar Rush, and that 4 DPS comp's pretty scary when there's three of their players in the Widow 1v1 tournament.
Mm-hmm. And one of them is a tank, which is adds to the level of scariness right there. So we're taking a look at Lay's perspective here. Again, one of those representatives from that Sugar Rush, that's very scary group of 4 DPS. 2 of them were represented here. Guac did fall early, but we do have Lays who's looking to carry that Sugar Rush mantle, trying to get to the round of 8 here. But
yeah, Guac and Specs are down. It's all up to Lays now to bring it home for Sugar Rush.
Black Ninja right now, they're just kind of feeling each other out. Lays takes the high ground, falls back down to low.
Let's see how Black Ninja's going to take this. He is down 0-1, and Lays is looking to take the high ground, but Black Ninja takes that out as well. It's kind of firing off. No one's hit a shot yet. It looks like me playing Widow right now. Oh, okay,
Lays.
Well, never mind.
Lays takes a 2-0 lead. That's a big one right there. Takes some early momentum going in the favor of Lays from Sugar Rush. Certainly not over, though, for Black Ninja. Definitely, we've seen that already where these big comebacks have happened or nearly happened in some cases. So.
Yeah, for sure. Well, let's see how this is going to be taken. Seems to be a lot of fighting going on in these stair area, which I think is interesting.
Yeah, I think they like
very
that.
More close quarters.
It's a lot more close quarters, and I like they have a little bit more ability to change their altitude in that area too. They can go very high, or they can drop down and try to hide in that nice low cover there, a little bit more easily than they can on the other side, I think. But
yeah, I agree.
Right now, definitely hugging the tower.
Kind of feeling each other out, trying to get good position on each other. If they finally do get into the duel, both shots missing the first shot. Black Ninja takes a second shot and gets him on the third.
That was I had a good perspective on Black Ninja there. He had a great flick shot on Lay, so it was a really nice shot.
Yeah, I mean, that was clean. And what does winning this tournament do for a DPS player going into, a lot of people are playing tomorrow, Wednesday. What kind of confidence boost can this really do for you?
I feel like it's massive, especially in a league like this where obviously GOATS is meta and everybody, we all know that, but at the same time we are a plat, a gold plat league, and what it comes down to is a lot of times these comps that aren't necessarily meta but played really strong can win no matter what. We're seeing that with Sugar Rush. They're not really running that GOATS comp, and they're doing a fantastic job. Ooh, Lays gets a good shot on Black Ninja, taking about half his health away.
Oh, the Lays goes down to 20
HP, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I hear it's
doing a head dance.
A little bit of dancing going on here. But Lays retakes the high ground, kind of just does a spin around. I'm gonna get sick, Lays. Watch, you gotta stop this. His main tanks aren't used to moving that fast. Both shots are just getting hit on each other, not really connecting. Hello to Black Ninja. Really say hello back.
Cheeky.
The Black Ninjas respond with a hello. What I'm trying to find out here. It doesn't look like he will. They're still taking shots at each other.
I feel like you could. Lace just stood still for a second there. Did nothing.
And this guy's
there that is.
And Black Ninja says hello in a different way.
Oh, this has been a fun one to watch so far. There's pretty evenly matched Widows, it seems.
Yeah, for sure.
They're doing a good job of certainly keeping it entertaining for us. Getting a good perspective as Leg goes for the hook shot. Black Ninja goes up into the air as well. Ooh,
but Black Ninja's taking down to less than 20. They're both down less than 20. This could be a...
That's a huge shot from Lays to get a 3-2 advantage there. Only 2 points needed to take the win here. Two
Black
more
Ninja
kills.
is currently wearing my favorite Widow skin, so I think he does have advantage.
Really? That
when it
one's...
comes
come on. You got a better taste than
redheads, dude. Come on, redheads.
whatever.
Anyway,
Whatever.
it's 3-2 now.
Talking to a married
Please
man.
don't-
Give me... Come here.
I apologize. I
Yeah,
apologize.
jeez. All right. Here we go.
And nobody was gonna believe this, but Peter can validate it. I did hit a shot on Peter once on this map, and it was
What?
beautiful.
No,
Yeah, one time.
you're practically qualified for the tournament here. Then I don't know what you're
Yeah, I
doing.
mean, he beat me like what 12-1, but I got that one.
Black Ninja and
Lays-
Lays just trading shots there, but Black Ninja takes a huge point there.
And it's now currently tied 3-3. Both these winners so evenly matched. I'm excited how this one's gonna go down.
Absolutely, it's going to be fun. I'm excited to see where we go for this next round here. Basically, best out of 3 going forward. So we'll see who takes this. And ooh, that's a big one for Lays. Lays
It
trying
seems
to...
like Black Ninja's been playing from behind so much this game, and I think that's definitely where he wants to be. Is to kind of get an upset because every time he evens it up, Lays takes that point advantage.
All right, Lays. Oh, wow, Lays.
What?
I didn't even have a chance to move the camera. Good work, Lays. Well played. Representing Sugar Rush strong. Sugar Rush, the one solo representative who will be going with Sugar Rush to the next round here. So good job to Lays.
Oh, please tell me we're gonna get to see this Oh, my screen just froze. Okay, never mind.
Mine did too.
Guess I'm not seeing anything. Oh, Blizzard is scuffed.
Yeah,
Oh,
Blizzard
there it
just-
goes. Okay, now we can
there
see.
we go.
Oh,
All right. I think it just happened so fast that it caused a problem for the
Yeah.
for the system there. So, anyways, we are
no, I think I
going
might
to
actually
be
be it.
we're going to be taking another quick break here. I am quickly screen capping the current bracket. We have 4 exciting matchups in week 8 or in the round of 8 here. Teddy and O Stories, Peters 6G and Velzen, Dally versus Budgie, and Courage and Lays. Really going to be anybody's match at this point here, guys. I'm curious to see what you guys think is going to be the or how you guys think it's going to go from here. So right now I am adding the new image as we speak here. It's going to be less scuffed than last time, I hope. There we go. Slightly less scuffed. But again, how do you think it's going to go the rest of the way? We're going to take a quick break while we're resetting the lobby.
I'm so excited to see Peter and Velzen. That's just gonna be nuts. And then O Stories and Teddy. I think Teddy's gonna have the advantage, but I think O Stories is definitely gonna give him a run for his money. Then Courage versus Lays is gonna be another fun one.
Really, they're great matches.
I think
all around.
Courage might end the sugar, may end the sugar rush, right here. I think it might be it.
It's going to be really interesting to see. But we're going to take a quick break while we get the rest of the lobby set up, guys. We will be back with the remainder of the matches for the evening. Don't go away. All right, so we are back, folks. We are going into the round of 8 again. O Stories Teddiness going to start us off here. We're moving to Black Forest as well, changing it up with the map here. Castillo is a lot more of an open map, while Black Forest has a big giant barrier in the way.
Giant Black Forest.
Exactly. So, well, we're not going to see anybody doing any cheeky immediate headshots here. We're going to get a little bit more of an even start. And right now they're just scoping each other out through that early gap. Let's see if nobody's really making an early move here. Teddy and Stories, again, playing very cautious, don't seeming to want to go through that middle ground.
I think this is such a hard map for Widow because there's only so many ways to go about it. As Castillo, there's kind of, evenly dispersed. This one is just whoever gets inside usually has the advantage.
Absolutely. And I think it's definitely an advantage for Teddiness right now. He's playing a little bit more cautious against Stories than he was early on in the last match here against Crimson Saber and also against nice. Both using the cover really well here. Again, both players will be revealed to each other after 60 seconds. So they are going to have to play on each other pretty quick here.
Oh, but look at Teddy's using that tree as cover. That's perfect. Teddy is just... That was a huge play for him, honestly.
Absolutely. Teddy's looking really strong right now. I did like that he claimed that middle building early, and I feel like that's a massive point of advantage here.
Yeah, definitely.
I feel like it's something that both players should strive to do. Stories really isn't going for it, and again, Teddy's headed for that middle building now. Stories did miss his grappling hook, though.
As did Teddy, they're kind of just trying to get into each other's LOS, and they are now visible, and Teddy's kind of just playing around him.
Teddy is getting right up in his face, though, and again, that has played into Teddy's favor in every single match he's played, and again, he's up 2-0 over O Stories here.
Teddiness is looking like a contender for this.
Absolutely, he's looking really strong and setting up here, potentially down the line for a very interesting top 4 match.
Yeah, this is what, 6 players left, correct?
8 players to go here, but right now looks like Teddy is trying to get in the building there. Stories does not see the hook shot up and over the top here. Teddy did get behind him, but no, Stories just caught it at the very last second.
It's one of those things in the cartoons where they're both hiding from each other and they back up into each other there, and neither person saw each other as they were so close. But look at O Stories; he does have the advantage of being inside the building, and he's going to play that any way he really wants to. Honestly, so much room to work inside that building, any angle you really want.
Oh, but Teddy comes up big with a nice kill there. O Stories is down 3-0. Teddy is looking really strong right now. He's continuing to take control of these matches. He loves these close quarters fights, and nobody's been able to compete with him thus far on these close quarters.
And Teddy is just playing so aggressive here, and I think that's really what's giving him the edge. A lot of these Widow players are playing so meticulous, so careful, and Teddy's just kind of just walking in and I like headshots.
I mean, it's just it's the attitude of a tank, and I mean it's.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's the way I like to play Reinhardt. But again, he just scales over the middle building, and right now again Teddy gets right up in his grill, but Stories is not going to sit down easy here, and looks like he does take him down. He's got a big mountain to climb, but he's not done yet.
Yeah, I mean, sure, O Stories can definitely come back, and he needs to not let Teddiness get into his head. And he needs to start collecting Teddiness' head here, which is so important. And I think they're finally playing inside this bottom room here.
Yeah, we saw one shot to take out the door. And let's see if he does it again. They're not using that bottom area, but open over the top again. Teddy tries to come in, but he doesn't look like he went for it as aggressively this time. They do have a visual on each other. Teddy is trying to sneak around now, perhaps trying to get a different angle, but doesn't look like Stories is falling for anything here. Ooh.
Oh, that angle. Yes.
Teddy.
I would probably have not even seen that Widow there, honestly.
Again, control of that middle building seems to be paramount for Teddy, and it's played into his advantage every time.
And you really nailed it on the head here. Is you're saying Teddy is playing so aggressive, like he is a tank with 600 HP, and O Stories is kind of just being overwhelmed by how much space he's kind of taking from him.
And it was.
If you look at the first round, he was stuck in that little building to his left there, and it's just every single fight, O Stories gets backed up into a corner.
Absolutely, and I think that's been a big problem for Stories. Is he's just not. He's letting Teddy just take too much map control, too much control of all these really great angles that a Widow. While they are limited, they are really good. There are a lot of really good angles you can take. You know, there's not really a ton of open space, so it's everything here is paramount with regards to control that middle area and getting spatial control here. And again, Teddy is taking control of that middle area, reduce Stories to a very small space to work with.
Yeah, I mean, this map is just so crazy with the angles you can take in this. You can really be creative, and I think that should really benefit the players that are like those Stories. Teddy, like I said, look at this. He's got him backed up into a corner again. And that's exactly what Teddy's been playing. He's been swinging off so much space. I mean, you look at the perspective of Teddy, he's got the entire map to work with, and you look at Stories, he's backed up into a corner in a tiny house.
They just have nowhere they can really go here. Stories, again, just has no real significant advantage. Right now, they're playing around each other very cautiously. Ooh.
With 20 seconds until the capture area unlocks.
The capture area hasn't come into play yet, but Teddy won't let it come into play. Again, Teddy with a dominant 5-1 victory.
That's what it says on my screen for some reason. Congratulations to Courage.
Yeah, I apparently forgot to edit the team name. Scuffed Host.
Yeah,
Sorry, everyone.
Perhaps predicting the future here. As that was a fun one. I think that was personally one of my favorite rounds so far. Just seeing the way that Teddiness was picking up so much space, it made me heart as a tank man. It made me proud taking all that space with your little Widowmaker.
Teddy did a really good job there on that one. Controlling the area is more paramount than people realize in a Widow 1v1 situation, and he did a really good job of taking control there. So now we're coming up with our next quarterfinal matchup, which is a match that I was very excited for when I saw how these early matchups were looking. We have Peters 6G coming up here against Velzen, and that's going to be a fantastic matchup. Really, I'm not sure who I can give the favorite to at this point.
You know what I'm going to say, so I'm just going to let this game get started.
I know. You're a Peters guy, so I understand. All right, so we are kicking it off with Black Forest here. Peters and Velzen. Let's go.
Yeah, Peter, 4G, LTE.
I didn't ask ready, but I assume they're ready, so.
Yeah, they better be. This is one of the matches that I was so excited to look at, as I want to see what they do, especially on this map where it's all about spacing, all about how much room you can make for yourself.
Right now, we're taking a look from Velzen's point of view. They both went for the middle ground. Peters had early middle control, and it looks like that took advantage of that when Velzen tried to get an angle. Velzen does.
Yeah, I don't think Velzen was expecting Peter to be up there already, and that's why he kind of took such a dangerous leap up there, with the hook, and I don't think he's going to be fine without a gun.
I tend to agree with you there on that one for sure.
And Velzen immediately takes control of the building, and that's exactly what he needs to do if he's going to win this. Now Peter has to be the invader, and it doesn't really matter.
Peters with just an absolute click, and it was perfect. Well played by Peter, taking control there. 2-0 early lead on Velzen. Again, Velzen representing the old guard, third place last season's Widow 1v1, looking very strong early, but Peter right now is taking it to him.
Yeah, and something else I'm excited about. These two teams, Metaverse and Gravity, are going to be scrimming tomorrow during everyone else's matches. So I'm excited to see how this duel is going to go when it's a 6v6 environment.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a lot of that with you guys scrimming tomorrow. I'll have to make sure to catch that VOD. Yes. Velzen takes it to Peter there. He takes a crucial point, staying only down 2-1 as opposed to going down 3-0. That could have been very dangerous for Velzen to go down there.
Yeah, and Peter wanted that way so badly. He would have had AO advantage, would have looked really good, would have taken a lot of confidence away from Velzen, but Velzen doesn't let that happen, being such a crafty DPS that he is.
Right now, it looks like middle building control is going to Peter, but he does relinquish it, try to get an angle early on Velzen. They're both taking it to each other immediately here. Peter goes for the hook shot, but he does not connect.
Well, and they're playing the tree right now, kind of rotating around the tree. Velzen takes an aggressive angle, and Peter just keeps on trying to make space, and that seems to work out for him.
Peter did a great job there of regaining a little bit of space there to get a good shot at Velzen. Velzen was not ready for that, and he wasn't able to get out of that angle. So
Sure.
Peter's looking really strong right now. But you cannot count out Velzen in any situation. He is an incredible DPS, and you absolutely cannot count him out. We'll see what goes on here. So he's trying to take out that bottom area. He does, but looks like Velzen right now is taking the middle building. But Peters actually gets control of it, which could be huge.
Oh, but Velzen tried to take it over the hump of the building, over the top, and it didn't seem to work out. They're going to be dueling now in the forest.
Peters, it's a huge point for Peters. He's up 4-1. Velzen's in match point here. He's got to win 4 straight to be able to come back.
That's nice. That's so nuts.
Lots of credit is going here to Peters. He is coming up in a big way against Velzen, who's a very, very adept Widowmaker.
But you can't count Velzen out yet. I don't think that's something that would be smart to do. I think Velzen is definitely still this one. It's hard to play my games against Velzen, but as I say it, Peter
just did it. Peters 6G with the big win over Velzen, taking out the highest placing finisher remaining in the tournament from Season 1. Really, right now, we're looking at a bunch of Season 2 victors. So it's it's yeah. This is kind of a very cheeky angle he takes here. Velzen just wasn't 100% ready for it.
Oh my gosh.
That was a hell of a flick from Peter.
What?
Oh man, as a tank main, I am very jealous of what I am seeing here.
I'm not jealous. I'm grateful.
Yeah, I know he's on your team. I would
be.
be grateful if I were you too. For those of you who are watching here while we're getting the next match set up, I know some of you guys have probably tuned in from outside the community. This is part of the Overwatch Tranquility community. We are participating in our Season 2 Widow 1v1 tournament for our Season 2 of our community. We're a 16-team community, primarily Plat, for average team ranks around Plat.
2650.
Yeah, about 2650 is our team SR cap. We have 16 teams in our community, and we're just showcasing some of our strong DPS. So if you are tuning in from outside the community, thanks for watching. If you have any questions or anything, feel free to shoot myself here at the OW Tranquility Twitch name. You can shoot me a whisper, or you can also shoot Kingdom OW, who is my fellow caster, a whisper as well. And if you have any questions, he'd be happy to. He'd probably be happy to refer you over to the Discord if you want to tune in for any of our feature matches. You can also throw us a follow. We show our feature matches on a weekly basis. We have another one coming up later this week. So, anyways, we're gonna get the next match going here. After Velzen does fall to Peters 6G, Peters is moving on to face Teddiness in the semifinals, which is going to be a great match. But we do have Dally coming in now from Meteors against Budgie from Havoc. So let's get this taken care of here as I scuff it up just a little bit.
And something about this matchup, something we haven't really seen very much. It's old guard versus old guard. Oh wait, no, Budgie wasn't here last season, was he?
I have trouble remembering with Havoc. It's
There's
one of those.
So many goats.
There's so many goats being run by Havoc, and I don't feel like nobody was ready for it. So it's tough to say. But yeah, anyways, Velzen.
Well, yeah.
I'm sorry. Budgie and Dally are up next. We'll go ahead and give them an opportunity here to show us what they're made of. So let's roll here.
Yeah, I'm so excited because Dally's really making it fun in this tournament. I think that if he just keeps riding that wave of confidence, he's going to have a really hard to beat him. And if anyone can do it, I think Budgie can. So we're going to see what's going to happen here. I think this is probably one of the most down-the-middle matchups of the tournament so far.
I would agree, and I think Budgie's kind of stepping up here in a big way. Really, I feel like he doesn't get talked about as a DPS at all, and with regards to the overall community. So he's showing a really good performance here, and Dally as well. I love the step up from him. He's definitely making himself known right now. So
yeah, I mean that really brings a question: what does winning Season 1, for Havoc coming in as a player? They've already kind of achieved the greatest thing you can achieve in this league. What's the mentality for them? Season 2, what is this player going to bring in for them that's different that they didn't accomplish last year?
Exactly. It's the pressure has to be really high for Havoc to repeat, and I feel like maybe it got to them in their loss this week against Illusion, the first loss of the season, and I think that's something I feel like the pressure might get to them at times with just having the mantle of Season 1 champ. Dally with a nice kill on Budgie, taking him out of those bushes there. Good job from Dally taking the early 1-0 lead.
But yeah, I mean, bouncing off what you were saying, But this league gotten so much better since season one. I think it's gonna be even harder for Havoc to repeat. But I think that it's definitely a possibility. But it's not gonna be easy.
I don't doubt any team that can run goats the way they do. Dally takes an early 2-0 lead. Budgie does go for that middle building, which has been such a paramount strategy thus far. But again, it just didn't do anything for him. Dally just took advantage of mistaken positioning from Budgie.
Pardon me. Yeah, I think that the building control is just so important, and just I think that with this map, there's so many, like I said before, there's so many different angles you can take with this building, whether it be where Budgie is currently in versus that inner area with so much cover. So what Budgie's looking for is just trying to take some advantage.
Exactly, and what I like about what Dally's doing is even though Budgie's getting the control of this middle area, Dally isn't staying still. He's continuing to try to find an angle on him. He's continuing to move around. He's making Budgie have to adjust his positioning to not just be able to close in on him being stuck in a corner or anything like that. So he's doing a really good job. Ooh, but Budgie takes a big hit.
Budgie's taken down to around no health now.
Yeah, he is down to 0, and Dally again looking very strong. 3-0 lead against Budgie. Dally's got to be feeling confident now, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I mean, this is not season 1 Dally by any means. This is an evolved meta version, or like magical version of Dally that I've never personally seen before. I've never heard anyone talk about Dally in this kind of way, but he's just popping off right now.
He is. He really is. He doesn't get enough talk. He should be getting a lot more. And I'm rooting for him on a perspective of it would be nice to get him some of that spotlight that he does deserve in this community. So, Dally.
I mean, both these players are quite underrated in this community, which is why this is such a good matchup in my opinion.
Ooh, Dally
is running away. Oh, just say it.
Budgie, that was a crucial pick for Budgie. He needed that one real bad. If it went to 4-0, it was pretty much, as you would say, all she wrote.
All she wrote, yeah.
But we're going to take a look. We're going, again, 3-1 now for Dally. Dally's looking real strong, representing Meteor as well. We're taking another look at Dally's vantage point. He tries to take middle building control again. Doesn't look like that.
He's kind of just peeking out to see if Budgie will try to take it. He doesn't. Dally's now just reevaluating his situation.
That's really one of the first times we have not seen Budgie go for that middle building immediately, and I think Dally was expecting that this time. Budgie changing it up a little bit. Ooh, Dally almost took himself off the map there.
Hey, it happens. We'll see what's going to happen now. This is such an open area. This is exactly what last fight took place, and Dally understands that, so he's going to try to move the fight to better familiar ground where he had more success. Oh, but Dally taking down to less than half health. Any shot right now could really end it for him.
Budgie's looking to close the gap here. He needs this kill really bad, and he knows it. He does close in. He tried to take an aggressive angle on Dally. Right now, they're just feeling each other out. Dally's playing very cautious right now. Oh! Dally with a huge kill on Budgie. Takes a massive 4-1 lead. That could be everything right here. Budgie's got to take 4 straight points, and I don't know if he can do it. Dally's just on fire right now.
And that's just, what are you going to do against that shot? I mean, there's literally nothing you could have done.
Could do that.
Budgie could do that.
Yeah, there's always that. Budgie with a nice reaction on that hook shot there from Budgie with some good reaction from Dally's hook shot and is able to take him down. He's still got a big mountain to climb, but it's certainly looking more doable now.
Can we get a reverse sweep? That's my question right now. And with this competition continuing to go on, you can really see which kind of players are, what kind of Widow players. I think these kind of Widow players are very similar in their approach.
But Dally takes out Budgie. Budgie drops this one 5-2. Really good performance by Dally. Moving on to the semifinals, he'll take on the winner of the remaining match, Lays versus Courage. So good game for Dally there, showing up in a big way.
Representing the Meteors.
Meteors has got a hell of a DPS crew to begin with Fossil, Red Gear, Saber. I mean, they have like 7 DPS on their roster. I know that's not actually what they are, and the roster is scuffed. But hey, whatever. Kudos there to Dally coming up big on that one. He takes a big 5-2 victory, and now we are going to our remaining quarterfinal matchup here. And that matchup is going to be Courage and Lays. This one is going to be very interesting, I think. We do have, again, that old guard versus new guard aspect.
Well, Sugar Rush versus Havoc here. Both pink teams are going to duke it out. Who has the supreme pink team?
And when I look at these two as well, I see probably two of the best teams in the community, and I think these are teams that could be duking it out in the finals. And I will say Sugar Rush looks like a scary team. Again, they have that 4 DPS combo with Cognitive Pit, who is not in this tournament, who is usually their Widow player for what it's worth.
Yeah.
There's a surprise that they couldn't make it. Unfortunately, Lays stepped in at the last minute to take Cognitive Pit's place and is really representing Sugar Rush very well. So we have Lays versus Courage coming up. Lays representing Sugar Rush, Courage representing Havoc. Big quarterfinals match, last quarterfinals matchup here.
Yeah, as we get ready to just bring it down to the last one, 4, 6, 4.
We'll be down to 4 after this one, and we'll have
the final 4.
It'll be huge. We'll have a third place match as well. So make sure to keep that in mind moving forward here. But right now, it is looking like Lays just trying to get a good angle on Courage. Courage takes the hook, and he does take out Lays with a big hook shot. That was really well played by Courage.
That was. I think that's just something to do with the fact that Courage just didn't want to take on that duel behind the trees. I think he just wanted to get the high ground, and with that grapple, it just gives him a couple seconds of high ground, which he definitely needed right there.
We do see Lays did take control of the center building. It does cut off some angles for Courage, but it does look like Lays is leaving that advantage now. Courage is trying to take the middle building. He goes up. He cannot hookshot over it.
Yeah, right now I think it's just kind of feeling each other out. This is such an early, so early in the match, and I think they're both trying to figure out what kind of winners they are, each other are.
Courage seems to be going for those hook shots quite frequently. It's worked so far. Takes a pick off of Lays.
Oh, Lays ends almost right on top of him, and almost Goombas stopped him.
But they're both pink. Lays not going down easy in this one. 1-1. How are you feeling there? How are you feeling? They're both playing here. What are you seeing? Are you seeing different play styles from them right now?
I'm seeing two confident Widowmakers that are trying to close space on each other. I think Lays is so far winning the space battle when it comes to, the closer he gets, the more advantage he has. But when Courage gets the high ground, it's his advantage. So it's interesting to see, which kind of Widowmaker is going to win in this scenario. It also comes down to skill, which both these players are, of course, very skilled. But
yeah, looks like they both know where each other are here. Hook shot from
and
Courage.
High ground, right there.
Lays did not have an opportunity to react to Courage up in the air. That was a really nice shot from Courage.
That was, like I said, if it's high ground, then Courage is definitely going to, has the advantage there. But the closer Lays gets to Courage, I think the more nervous Courage gets.
I would agree with that. I think Lays is going to keep, and that's those tracer skills that we've seen from Lays throughout the communities, throughout the season, is just that consistently strong tracer. I think that tracking skill really makes a difference in these close range fights. So right now, Lays gets it, and again, close range, Lays takes advantage again. What do you think Courage has to do to be able to take down Lays here? Do you think it's all about maintaining that space right now? Hey, I think your mic might have broke.
Pardon me. I was talking the whole time. My apologies. I was saying that I think that Courage just needs to continue, like I said, keep out the space, but the high ground is just so vital. Courage, I think that's one of the reasons he's not taking middle building, is because that will close the space for him.
Ooh.
And,
this has been a close match, back and forth, trading point after point here.
Yeah, I think this is anyone's game, and regardless, I think Lays just needs to get in his face. The second Lays gets in his face is where Courage will run into luck here, and that's how he's going to win this.
I agree 100%. See if Lays can close out that space again on Courage and not let him take those cheeky little hook shots that Courage has been doing so far. So right now,
Lays is in control of middle building, but seems to be giving it up now as he knows that Courage won't be going into that building anytime soon.
I like what Courage is doing here. He actually rotated all the way around. It took away those potential close-up angles that Lays could have had. I think Courage is well aware that Lays is trying to play close up to him and is definitely playing back for that exact reason.
Yeah, I think that this is how Lay's starting to get a little closer, inching closer and closer to him, and Courage is starting to feel the pressure, and that's exactly what Lay's needed to do.
It's like clockwork. If he gets up close, Lays just takes it. It's Lays is doing a dominant job at these close-up Widow battles throughout the whole tournament, really. And we're continuing to watch these guys. There's some banter going on in general chat or in the match chat. And again, Courage is looking at that middle building. Again, he's trying to keep as much space from Lays as possible. And since Lays isn't in that middle building, he's going to maintain that distance.
The high ground is where Courage takes advantage here, and I think that's going to be rough for Lays. But Lays getting nice, trying to get nice and close to him. Here, exactly what he needs to do.
Courage takes an aggressive hook shot that could punish him though.
And both players are just missing shots right now. And of course, they're going to eventually hit one. But until then, we'll tell you about our sponsors. Right, Lays has got the advantage in my opinion right here.
Exactly.
He's kind of dancing around.
Oh! Courage says no.
Too close.
Yep. Lays comes up big with a huge kill there. He's got one more point for the victory. Lays and Courage putting on a show right now.
This is one of the closest matchups I've seen so far tonight.
Very evenly matched Widows. We'll see if Courage can close it out here. I'm going to be watching his vantage point. And right now, it looks like Lays does go for control of that middle building. And it looks like he went up and under, and he's going around the right side. I don't believe Courage sees him. Nope, he finally gets a visual. Ooh, trying to get cheeky through the ferns there on the Black Forest, out by the trees. Nothing.
You turned to get a country song there.
Yeah, I know, right? That sounds like a horrible country song.
Start working on your album. Man.
Oh boy, nobody wants to hear that. Trust me.
Songs of the potato.
Hook shot from Lays doesn't connect. Courage and Lays just trading misses right now. Nobody connect. Oh, Courage! That was cheeky. I love it. Congrats, Courage, with a hell of a match. You take this one 5-3 over Lays, moving into the semifinals. So
yeah, and if you're Lays, you can't be disappointed how you played. You represented the team well, and this Courage is one of the favorites to win this thing, and take him all the way to a 4-3 or whatever have it be. That's crazy.
Absolutely. Definitely, Lays should not be disappointed with what they put forward here. They looked very strong throughout and should not be disappointed. So, again, we're looking at the bracket here. We are going to put up the updated bracket in just a moment. But really just impressive showings from everyone here. It's been great Overwatch thus far. And showing the current standings here. We have the semifinals coming up. Yeah, get off my snipping tool, bro. The Teddiness and Peter 6G will be taking on Dally, or Teddy's and Peter 6G in the first semi, and Dally and Courage in the next round. We have GG's going out in the chat. We're going to take a quick break while we're getting everybody set up for the final round here. So one quick moment here, guys. Be right back. Okay, we're
Sounds
back.
good.
We're back with the semifinals, guys. Teddiness is taking on Peter 6G. We have Teddiness from the Wrecking Crew and Peter 6G representing Kingdom's team, Meta Rejects. So let's
He
go
knows
ahead.
what he must do.
He
Be your
knows.
LTG.
Let's see what happens. This is a big matchup here. I have. I know you've been riding that Peter 6G train. I know you've been feeling him as the winner here. We will see what happens, though.
I mean, this is a matchup that I was personally looking forward to before the match even began, before the tournament began. And
I think a lot of people could have seen this as the finals when the tournament started. I think there's no
Yeah,
question
sure.
about that.
let's see what's going to happen. New map for both players here, and with these maps, it's a lot more feeling out what works for them.
Yeah, the initial play here is going to be a little bit more conservative. You see Peters going with more aggressive positioning on Teddy, but Teddy does get the headshot on Peters.
Uh-oh.
Just trading close-up
Let's make some
shots.
space here.
Ooh, Peters with a big
Does.
kill.
Wow. Teddy is still playing so aggressive, even on that he was right in his face when he hit that shot to bring him down to 43 health, but Peter managed to make the space he needed to get out of that bind that Teddy put him in. Let's see how Teddiness can bounce back here. He is going to take the left side advantage. Peter is going to be playing the, I believe, a little higher ground, back point for
Now
him.
they're both playing. Ooh, Peter with, again, a huge snipe on it, Teddy.
It's a mean boy. It's a mean man.
That isn't being mad. That's a big point, too. Taking a 2-0 lead is a lot of positive momentum for Peter. Puts a lot of pressure on Teddy to take a point here.
Yeah, this is huge for Teddy if he's able to pull this one off. You know, like you said, they'll match 3-0 versus 2-1. I mean, what are you going to take? That's so big, even though it's just only a one map differential. This one map is so vital for Teddiness.
Right now, Teddy's playing a very conservative route. He's trying to hide in the indoor area. He will be revealed at 60 seconds, just so we have that remembered, folks. He cannot hide there forever.
Interesting tactic right now. I'm not sure what is going on in his head, but I'm not a Widow player, so
No,
perhaps it's some big
he's-
brain strategy we think means.
I think
handle.
he's trying to make Peters make a mistake here. And I think right now he's looking to capitalize here. He has an angle now, but he misses the initial shot. Now they're both right next to each other. Peter has the high ground, too.
Oh, he's
Peter's,
super low here, and he's going to have to try to get some space. The Teddiness, huge.
that's a
That's
big,
actually so huge.
big kill from Teddy here, getting a little bit more confidence moving forward. Still down 2-1, though.
Yeah, I mean, this is Teddy's game to lose at this point. If he's able to continue this confidence, then Peter could be in trouble.
And Teddy is playing a much more conservative game than Peter right now. Peter's playing a lot more aggressive. I do think that the game right now favors an aggressive play style that we are seeing from Peter. But at the same time, there's a lot of indoor areas here. Teddy could use that to his advantage. So it's not necessarily as simple as just Teddy maintaining control of these indoor areas.
Yeah, I think it's really interesting that Teddy's playing like this because Peter is so expecting of the aggression, and this is exactly opposite of what we saw from Teddy the entire match.
Peter and Teddy both go for hook shots there and do not find any targets. Peter's feeling really confident, though. He's waving hello.
Oh, look at
Oh,
that!
that is some cheeky stuff right there for Peters. I love it. He's and a big hit there, taking Teddy really low. He just needs one small hit on the head, and that's going to do it. Peter 6G looking good, 3-1 over Teddiness.
Peter 6G looking nice. But Teddy, it's not over for Teddy. He can
No.
definitely come back on this.
Teddy is arguably one of the strongest DPS in the whole community. He is the backbone of that Wrecking Crew team, and you absolutely cannot count him out of this match. Oh, but Peters says no. Peters says this is my match to take. I am going to count you out.
That's, I don't know. I have no words for that. I mean, Teddy hit such a great shot, but it just didn't do enough damage. And wow, it just they're both hitting shots, regardless of that. Peter is still winning. As
Teddiness takes that one, though.
my words.
Teddiness is going to respond to the pressure here. We'll see what happens. Both players playing very incredible Widows right now. I think it's pretty amazing to see what we're seeing from both these guys. They're both two of the strongest in the community. I don't think anybody would doubt that. And I think a lot of people would have looked at these two as potential winners at the beginning here.
I mean, yeah, I could name two other people that wouldn't quite agree with that statement you previously made. I could name Dally and Courage. They're going to be playing up next. Peter is so low right now. He needs to play very conservative.
Teddy is basically standing on top of Peter here. Teddy is not done yet. Peter only needs 1 point. You have to wonder if the pressure is getting to him a little bit here.
Perhaps the pressure is getting to him. Could we get a beat reverse sweep? That's always a possibility, as we did see it earlier on in the tournament. And we see if Peter handles it well or he chokes under pressure.
Peters right now is playing a little bit more conservative than he was before. And I think that's playing into Teddiness' advantage. Teddiness seems a little bit more loose. He's hitting a lot more shots because of it. Ooh, he takes it to 4-4. Teddy is saying, no, sir.
I think that, right now, I think that Teddy is currently in the driver's seat.
Absolutely. Teddy has all the positive momentum here. We come down to the final point. We'll see what happens. Oh, there it is.
I didn't even see what happened. Who won?
Peter 6G wins in a 5-4 incredible match. Both players should be proud of what they put forward there. Really good stuff from both. But Teddiness will move into the third place round, and Peter 6G is moving to the championship, where he will take on the winner of Courage and Dally. Thank you. Sorry, I got distracted by these.
Really rated. You couldn't remember.
No, these hook shots. Yeah, they're messing with my head. I'm not used to moving this quick as a tank main. This is not normal for me.
Personally, I think Jeff needs to add a grapple hook for Reinhardt. I think that would really improve his hit. Can you imagine? Grapple shatters.
Oh my God! Please, yeah, make Reinhardt grapple, please.
Reinhardt grapple. That's all we want.
Oh, just please let it happen. So Dally and Courage here, and we will get them in. Right.
Here we go. Courage versus Dally. Winner takes on Peter in the championship match. And that game will go to, of course, 7. And both are ready to get started. These are both Season 1 players, and the winner of this is going to go on a Season 2 player. But, who are these old heads? Who are these old dogs? Old dogs is...
Exactly. Who are these old dogs?
In one season, but who's got the advantage?
For me, if I'm looking at this, I think Dally has the advantage. I think Dally is the more experienced sniper. That said, I can't count out Courage. He has put on a really good show getting here. Courage representing Havoc, Dally representing Meteors, both Season 1 teams. Havoc Season 1 champions, Meteors Season 1 participants.
Yeah, they were in the playoffs.
They were in the playoffs, yeah.
They lost some cups,
Yeah, they did lose to your cups. Ooh, Courage takes a big shot from Dally. He's down to 9 HP.
And he's going to have to play a lot more conservative now. Using the tree branches as cover, that's so smart to get where he needs to go. And Dally...
you said he needed to play conservative, but he did not do that. He hook shot towards him. And
yeah, that's nuts.
I feel like Courage has been playing he's been playing a match where he moves around a lot. He's been using that reduced hook cooldown to his advantage and getting a lot of lateral movement, which I think is making it a lot harder for people to really try to close out on him and get a good angle.
Yeah, I mean, I think Courage just needs to keep playing the way he's playing. I think Dally might be getting a little bit nervous right now because Courage, part of the Havoc roster, and that's so intimidating. Seeing that Havoc was Season 1 champions, and even the name Havoc can make some teams a bit nervous, seeing how well they played last season. So I think that's definitely got a bit of him on the edge a bit.
Courage played him like a fiddle there. Dally was looking for him the whole time, but Courage knew exactly where he was, and he punished him for it. Courage takes an early 2-0 lead. That's a big point for Dally. He needs to take this one to stay in the match.
Yeah, I mean, Dally perhaps his play style is being too passive right now, and Courage's aggression is kind of doing what Teddiness was doing to people previously in the other rounds, and it's just kind of consuming him. As I say it, Dally plays aggressive and gets paid off for that.
Really good job by Dally there. That was a crucial point. He absolutely needed that one.
Yeah, I mean, this is all these players participating are so good, but these are the top 3. These are winner takes on in the championship. So this is high level tranquility plays you're going to see when it comes to skills and accuracy of players.
Definitely the best hit scans in the whole community. There's no question about it. And for both these players too, they neither of them were participants in the season 1 Widow 1v1. So the fact that they're here says it all. Like, they're showing up in a big with Dally with a big point, evens the score at 2-2.
Yeah, I mean that's just crazy. And something that I also wanted to think about is the fact that all these season 2 players we're talking about, but it makes me kind of nervous for season 2. How good are
Exactly.
these players coming up going to be season 3? Because I believe the cap would go to roughly like up 100. But before I can even get the thought off, Courage taken up by Dally. Dally hitting a nutty shot, coming back from an 0-2, now currently up 3-2. I think that's exactly what Dally needed to do, is just change his playstyle up.
Exactly. Dally is just starting to look really confident, and I think it's
Look how
playing
aggressive he's playing here.
Courage, though, not willing to say die yet.
I think Courage. I think if you get too close to Courage, he'd punish you. Because that's what he did to Lays. Lays got really close and Courage made him pay for it. So I think you can't get too aggressive, or the dog will bite. So
Right
yeah,
now.
you can't play that aggressive. Instead, ask for trouble.
Well, I think Courage is just really experienced in those close ranges. We know he plays the close range characters like the Tracers on occasion, and he brings out the Reapers on occasion as well. So
Yeah.
we know he's capable of playing this close range, as well as his Hanzo play is insane as well. But right now Dally had the advantage, and he did not hit that shot. That could be bad.
Courage had no idea where he was, in the complete opposite direction.
He still doesn't know.
Dally unable to.
Courage is taking a very passive angle here, but he does finally get a visual on Dally.
Oof. I think that Courage wants him to play in those trees. I think that gives him advantage. And every time Dally is near those trees, it seems to spell out trouble for him.
Both these players are playing so aggressive right now. Ooh, I think Courage thought he killed himself there. Here we go.
Pretty funny,
They
honestly.
can see each other now, so it's basically come down to who peaks first. Courage misses the initial shot. Dally going for the huge hook shot, does not connect.
Well, very second though, and maybe this catch point will be something that we could see as the players hitting shots right now.
I feel like
It might come down to it.
they're both just consistently missing right now. Nobody's connecting with anything. Let's see if anybody makes a play for the point here. If they make a play for the point, it's going to require people to be playing very close together. It's going to change the scope of this entire matchup.
Yeah, the pressure is on right now. They're gonna have to stay.
Oh,
in this
Dally
point.
goes off the point.
What is he thinking here?
Oh, but it doesn't matter. Courage takes him down.
Jeez. I mean, regardless, Dally kind of gave up the point there. He was just trying to create some space, and Courage didn't pay for it.
Right now, Dally's got 2 points to take this one here. Courage looking great to head to the finals, take on Peter. Courage with the hook shot does not connect. Dally needs to create some space here, but he takes a big chunk out of Courage. And he gets him.
and we're going to a map 5.
Well, map 5.5.9, I guess, technically. I don't know.
0.9.
Yeah, whatever. It's looking
And this
good
is-
here.
This is great. I mean, the winner of this takes on Peter, and that's going to be a great match. Both these players are so good, and I think Peter's maybe a little nervous going into the next matches. These players are just playing their hearts out right here.
You got to wonder if having a quick turnaround here is going to affect either player here as they get to the finals.
Oh my goodness.
Dally almost takes himself off
He
the
almost
map.
killed himself.
Oh, Dally. Oh, no. Almost really rough. Let's see if he can recover mentally from that. That's got to impact him in some way. We see hooks from both. Neither connect.
Oh, Danger Dally almost went for a plummet to the bottom of the map, and luckily... Oh!
And he takes the match. Dally going to the finals to take on Peter 6G. Dally representing Meteor strong. Courage, nothing to be
Wow.
ashamed of, though. He goes into the third place match. He'll be taking on Teddiness, going to Necropolis. Or no, sorry, not Necropolis. Going to the Equal Point Antarctica next.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's
a great match from both players here. Dally and Courage came up in a big way, guys. We're gonna take a short break here while we get everything updated. Again, third place match, Teddiness versus Courage, and the finals will be Dally and Peters 6G. We'll be coming back shortly. Stay tuned. All right, we're back with third place action here. Courage versus Teddiness. Teddiness again representing the Wrecking Crew. Courage representing Havoc. We are diving right in. These are first to 7 now on Eagle Point Antarctica, which is the first real Elim duel map. Kingdom, who do you think has the advantage going into this one?
I think that Courage just put out so much on that map versus Dally that I think that he's hungry because he was so close to winning it. I think Courage might maybe on tilt, but I think that a good tilt that's going to motivate him to push him for a win.
I would agree with that. I think Courage is going to come in a little bit angry here. I do think that the advantage, however, for me, goes to Teddiness. I think Teddiness is just such a sound Widow player in every aspect, and I think Teddy does have an advantage in this third place matchup here. We'll see if any of that momentum from last round plays into it. Teddy does take 0.1 here. Again, these are first to 7 in the third place in championship.
Yeah, and I mean, if you're Courage, you got to play this just like how you played the Lays. Because Teddy is so aggressive. He wants to get in your face. He wants to close the space if we need to. So if he's going to win, he's got to play high ground specifically. And the reason I think he lost right there, because he fell off high ground. And if you're Courage, that's dangerous. Fall off high ground, because that's the only advantage you really have against this kind of Widow.
Absolutely, Courage is looking. He's looking a little bit more. He's looking a lot more tentative. I think, and that's not going to play to. Ooh!
Oh my gosh!
As I say that, a really, really nice headshot from Courage on a Teddy. Really impressive work there from Courage.
Yeah, that looked like he may have hit him in the hair follicle.
Exactly. That was pixel perfect, practically. Courage going for that early aggressive hook shot, does not connect with anything. We're going to take a look at Courage's perspective here.
Yeah, Courage right now just kind of feeling it out. He sees Teddy in the high ground. He tries to take high ground for himself, which he immediately does, and that's exactly how he needs to play this. And Teddy right now, if you don't know, he's closing space, and Courage knows that he's got to separate himself from him, and instead he's much closer to him, which is could be dangerous.
These matches can be really rough on the head when you get close in like that. They're both wanting to create more space. It seems like here. Courage goes for that aggressive hook shot again. Or I'm sorry, that was.
I think this match is hard on the head for the Widows as well. A lot of head blunt force to the head.
Ooh, Courage is a big pick there, taking advantage of Teddy's aggression there on that hook shot. Courage took advantage of that opportunity, took advantage of his momentum, and took him down. 2-1 lead for Courage. Still got 5 points to go for the win though.
Yep, he's got to either get this to a 5 wins, correct? Right, or it's over
7 wins. Teddy's
7. Oh, well, I mean, never mind.
Yes,
Teddy's tying it up here. So, match hard, okay?
Yeah, Teddy's looking really strong here as well. They're both, 2-2 right now. I think this one could go damn near the distance with how they're both playing today.
I agree. I think that it's important that Courage just keeps on playing the way he's playing, and I don't think that as long as he doesn't get nervous against this player, he should have a solid opportunity to win.
Can I also give a shout out for that Chengdu Hunters skin?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, he's rocking the
Hunter's
Chengdu Hunters skin. I got to give some credit for that. They got my boy Late Young on there, and I got to give any respect to anybody who's got. Oh, Teddy with a big 2-3, taking the lead 3-2.
huge. That's so huge to take this advantage, making it 3-2. And you know, from here, it's his game to lose. Like I said before, it's whoever takes the map advantage goes and feeling more confident into the next round. I think he just needs to keep riding his confidence if he's going to win this.
Oh, Teddy's looking real strong right now. 2-4. He's won the last 3 points. Courage is falling off right now a little bit. You got to feel that momentum is definitely going into the favor of Teddy.
Let's see how this one is going to end. Oh wait, I keep forgetting to 7 forehead. Teddiness. Arena has a 2-point advantage, and I think Teddiness knows that. He's going to try to play so meticulously here and just try to bait out Courage to poke his little head out around that corner. Or he's going to play aggressive and get to that corner himself.
Teddiness is doing a really good job at winning these close-up fights. Courage just isn't standing much of a chance at handling this, so...
Interesting.
Courage is thinking it's it's a map to 7, or forgets a map to 7, so he's already calling GGs. But
Ooh, toxic, dude.
oh, Courage says no, I am not done. No GG quite yet. Although he did take a big shot there. I think he only had about 3 health at the end of that. So
That's crazy. I mean, wow, that was such a clean shot. I couldn't even imagine being so close to that. And these players are just so gifted, and you know they probably work their butts off to prove their aim. But some of them to naturally have it, and good for them.
yeah, exactly. It Widow, or this kind of play is not just something as simple as you know, obviously it takes a ton of practice, but these guys are all extremely gifted Hick scan players. It takes a lot of focus, and I don't know if it's all the Adderall or what, but you know, Teddy is up 3-6. He's in a situation where he has a definite
Down
advantage.
3-6. Oh wait,
Huh?
sorry. Never mind. You're right.
Jacob, are you okay?
Sorry. All this dancing from the Widows is making me really dizzy.
I know, dude. These guys are making me spin. It's just so much. It's so much action. They're honestly really. It's insane what they're doing. Coming from a couple of tank mains who are spectating on this thing, it's certainly raising my respect level for these Widows, or for these hit scans even more. Teddiness takes the win 3-7, or 7-3. Congratulations, Teddiness, 3rd place winner in the Widow 1v1 tournament. You definitely deserve that today. So good work for Teddy. We will move on to the finals, however, here after taking a look at this play of the match.
Finals time.
Finals time. We have Dally. We have Peters 6G. It's going to be hype. That was a great kill from Courage there, by the way. One of my favorite shots that we've seen all night.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they said by the pixel.
Could not have been any better than that. So great work from Teddiness.
And now, the moment you've all been waiting for.
We are on to the finals. Dally is representing Meteors. Again, that old guard. And Peters 6G representing the...
Yeah, say his full name. Say his full name, man.
Oh, sorry. Peters 6G, 4G, LTE, OMG, BBQ.
QLMNOP.
LMNOP, yep. But that...
RXD. Stop right there.
So we have Dally from Meteors, Peter 6G for Meta Rejects. He is your boy. I know that. It's going to be a fun match to watch. I'm really excited to watch this. So good luck to both players. It is going to be exciting to see what Peters and Dally do for us.
Yeah, I mean, no doubt, Dally is such a good guy, and I'm a big fan of his Widow, of course, and I'm also a big fan of just the way he handles himself. So it's hard to root against him, but Peter's not hitting my boy. I got to hold it down for the Meta Rejects, and I'm excited to see this one, regardless of the outcome.
Absolutely. It's going to be a lot of fun to see here. So I'm looking for the early hooks. Let's see if anybody goes to get aggressive on that early hook shot. Peters does get the high ground positioning. Dally's playing a little bit more conservative. He does go up into the hook, though. Doesn't connect with anything. Let's get Peters' advantage point here.
And Peter just kind of, like you do in the beginning of the Widow fight, kind of feeling it out Trying to see what he's going to handle here. Oh, big shot missed right there. That was a huge opportunity for him to hit that shot. Because, the only one way gravity works is going down. As Peter goes down, that only hits a big shot to start it off.
Dally looking real strong right now. He's trying to make a name for himself here. Peters is looking really good, however, too. I honestly, it's going to be this one is going to go down to the wire. There's no question about it for me.
Oh yeah. I think that whoever gets a higher confidence is gonna bring this one 3-6-6, and then from there it's all about the silent good luck.
This is
Hopefully you click the head.
the sheer absolute size of this axe, in my opinion, is going to be the one who wins this one. Who's got the most nuts to be able to get up in somebody's face and just take advantage.
Oh, a flick! It's so mean. Oh, that was so
Peters
mean.
is looking really strong right now. My goodness, he's had shots like that all night, and
This is Peter's last game in his career if he wins, because Peter will no longer be there. It'll be Horace.
that's
What
right.
changed his name to. I was scared for a second there. You had scared for a little bit there.
I know you had a moment there like, what? No, but
It's retiring.
yeah, Dally is not going to go down without a fight here. There's no question about it. He's competing for he's competing for a lot here. You can definitely sense that in the way he's playing. He's looking really strong right now. Peters. Oh man, this is
Dally
intense.
tried to make the spacing he needed, but Peter was able to close him out there. But Dally just, the way he moves is just it's almost angelic. Just the fact that he was able to almost escape that close range fight, pretty nuts. Pretty nuts.
Oh, and Peters again with an early quick shot. He gets the positioning early, and he took advantage of Dally being late on that hook shot. Once he was settled in, Peters just basically had a shooting gallery.
And let's see how this one's going to go. Peter already has a 2-point advantage.
Peters has been really quick to get to that high ground. It's taking away Dally's early hooks, which is definitely playing into the advantage of Peter right now. They both go for the same hook, try to get an angle on each other.
Oh,
That was a big kill for Dally, closing the gap to 1. Down 3-2 now to Peters.
I mean, how much nicer does 2-3 sound than 1-4?
Exactly. That's definitely makes the mountain a little bit smaller. So Dally right now trying to continue to pull off this one here, and a lot of people I think would be pretty excited to see him win this one for a lot of season 1 veterans. But Peter is trying to compete here, take that crown. Taking a close look here at Dally right now, we're just trying to find each other. I don't think either of them know where each other are, and
no, I think they're definitely just searching for each other. That's got to be some of the most nerve-wracking stuff. Is like, you don't know where the widow is, but maybe the widow knows where you are. That's poopy.
And early shots taken, not connecting. They both know where each other is at now. Peters is trying to get an angle on Dally in that area there, but Dally gets across. Oh, but Peter! Peters, that was nutty, dude.
The flicks, man. This is clean. It's pretty clean. Dally is not out of this yet. He could definitely come back, and I think that the way Dally's playing is kind of playing in favor of Peter, giving him the space he requires.
I agree.
And yeah, I think Dally needs to close the space and play a little bit more up on him.
I would agree 100%. Dally's doing a really good job at, Peters is doing a really good job at maintaining that space. Oh, and there it is again.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dally's got to close in a little bit harder on Peter, put a little bit more pressure on Peter to make mistakes.
I mean, yeah, you look at what Dally did against voice cracks. You look at what he did against Courage. He kind of changed up his playstyle and really took Courage by surprise. So I think that's what Dally needs to do now, because I think Peter has him figured out what its playstyle. So I think it's up to Dally to change his perspective or change the way he's going about things.
Dally's got a big mountain to climb here. He needs to take 5 points off Peters. Peters is 2 points away from taking this crown.
Let's see if that crown will fit.
This
Peter trying to size him up here. Really think it. But Dally playing a lot more conservative, which is different than how he's been playing originally. So maybe he is trying to change up that play style, as Peter has no idea where he is. Oh, never mind. They see each other now.
That's a massive kill right there. Dally bringing it back into within 2.
I mean, my heart's pounding for this. I imagine them right now.
We are not done yet. This is definitely interesting to see. Peters does get the high ground right away. Dali's hook angles are taken away now. Right now, Peters is controlling that high ground. Dali is looking low. They're right on top of each other, and I don't even think they realize it.
Let's see what's going to happen. The underdog, Dali, I believe it is the underdog here. Peter's been praised so much by everybody, and no one, like I said, no one, not as much from Dali. Not to say no one knows about it, of course.
No.
Dali's Dali, but
Hashtag underrated.
Underrated.
Peters.
So, but, you look at the chat, definitely in favor of Dali, but let's see if that really matters to Peter at all.
Right now, Peters is trying to get an angle on Dali. Dali's hooking, trying to get more distance between the two of them. I don't know if that's something that plays into his advantage, though. Peters does hook to the middle ground. He does fall to the low ground, though. That could hurt him here. If Dali decided to close in, he did not, however. If players are revealed now, so they do know where each other is at.
Man, this completely changes the. Oh,
that's a massive one for Dali. He's closing that gap again. He's down 5-4 now.
Yeah, that mountain turned into a small hill now. Only is one to tie it up. And Peter, the same thing kind of happened against him with Teddiness. He had that big lead and blew it. Then you get like 4-4. But when it's a lot different right now, is Peter has an opportunity to not let that happen.
You have to wonder if the pressure's getting to him here. You have to wonder if maybe Peter is falling a little bit to the pressure. Dali seems to be playing a little bit looser right now, and it's playing into his hands. Right now the hook shot goes off, does not connect. Peters brings it within 1 point of the crown right there.
And all he needs to do is click his head one more time, and he will become the champion.
Peters is looking real strong here. Dali's got a small hill to climb. He's got to take 3 straight points off Peters. It's certainly possible, but will it happen here? We're looking at match point for Peters.
And let us see how it's going to go down. Now, this could be the final duel of the night, depending on what happens. But
Right.
Dali definitely has the ability, if anyone has the ability, to bring this one back.
Taking a look at Peters' vantage point here, he's trying to get an angle on Dali. Dali does hook up to the high ground. He does miss the high ground, however. Peters has got the high advantage on him now. Dali hooks across. Right now, they're both taking cover.
Yeah, and I think that Dali's trying to make this a close fight by making it indoors here. And Peter goes for the bait. Let's see who's going to be baited in the end from it.
Oh, Peter! Congratulations, Peter, representing Meta Rejects. Peter 6G, 4G LTE, OMG, BBQ takes down the Widowmaker 1v1 tournament. Congratulations, Peter. You deserve it. You played a crazy nutty Widow. So congrats to you, champion Season 2 Widow 1v1. Dali, nothing to be ashamed about, taking second place here. Both of you guys put up a hell of a show the whole night. So congratulations again to Peter and Dali for getting to this point. And once again, the crown goes to Peter. You got to be feeling good after that one. I am certain about that, Kingdom being the captain and everything.
Yeah, to say I didn't, get a little fist pump in at the end there is, I'm proud of him. I really am, because, he came in so hungry when he joined this league. The first thing he ever did when he joined this league is watch, it was the day of that. And, I'm proud of his progress, and I'm so excited to see him blossom. And yeah, here he goes.
And we're ninjaing our winner, Peter 6G.
Yeah.
Congratulations. You put on quite the show tonight. How you feeling?
Feeling good, dude. I was kind of scared that I was against Orsted first, but
You took down a chain of the top DPS, or what's regarded as the top DPS in the community throughout. You took down Velzen, you took down Orsted, you took down Dali, you took down Teddiness. Like that foursome right there is terrifying.
Yeah, that's all star material there.
Yeah. So I mean, it's you definitely earned some street cred tonight. There's no question about that. Kingdom, what do you want to say to your boy?
I'm proud of you, boy.
can I be tank main now?
All right, yeah. So we're gonna put you on break. Okay, is that cool?
Yeah.
I mean, that's how it goes. You win the Widow 1v1, and then you become a Brig main, right?
right.
Oh no.
All right. So, hey, congratulations again.
Thank you.
Yeah, and for anybody who's tuned in to watch here, guys, we appreciate you watching. And We appreciate you tuning in. We'll be back later this week for the feature match between Solo Cup and Liquid Nova, and the Iris will be following later this week as well. But for everybody who is watching now, and from all of us at the Tranquility community, thank you and have a great night.
Experience tranquility.